We're Evil Invaders, and this is Perkūno namai, motherfuckers!
Sveiki gyvi, čia Paulius iš Perkūno namų. Aš esu Velnio akmenyje, dabar šeštadienis, labai graži diena ir turiu galimybę pasišnekėti su belgų speed metal grupe EVIL Invaders. So, hi guys, how do you do?
Hey, we're great, thanks.
How was your journey to this festival?
It was good. Thanks. We came from Brussels airport, so not a long trip actually, just 2 hours by plane, and then 1 hour driving from the airport to here.
Without a bass.
Yeah, without the bass guitar, by the way. So we lost some gear, but the great organization found everything we needed, so it's all good.
You are a fairly young band, and yet you have played in almost all of Europe. So, when are you going to conquer the world?
Very soon. Just stay tuned. No, it's true. We've been touring Europe with Striker and Screamer, and then we did a couple show in Osaka, Japan, and now this summer we had a few festivals across Germany, Belgium, and of course Lithuania, and then we have a tour planned with Destruction in October, just a 2-week tour. But mainly we're about to record our first full length. And it should be out soon, maybe about the beginning of next year. So I think everything's gonna happen after that moment.
Can you briefly explain how EVIL Invaders was born and what is your band's goal?
Well, it started just like I started this band like in the beginning of 2009 just with a couple of friends, but like the first rehearsals were more a drinking party with friends coming over than actually rehearsing. So yeah, it was pretty fun the first few years, but then we started taking things more seriously, had some band member changes, and then we released our first EP in it was February 2013, and from there things, I mean, doors started opening and we started playing way more shows and better shows, and then we saw that we had to take this thing seriously because there was definitely potential. So
no more squats.
Yeah, no more squats.
The name was taken from that Razor album, right?
Yep.
Doesn't have any other meaning?
Well, we were looking for a band name for quite some time, and I bumped into this album, which is a fucking killer album, you know, EVIL Invaders from Razor, and I heard it and I was like, EVIL Invaders, yeah, sounds cool, and the song is great, so we're like, yeah, this could be us, yeah, it sounds cool, so.
If I'm not mistaken, the only founding member in the band is Joe?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Do you also create most of the material for EVIL Invaders, and is songwriting here a collective work, or are you the boss in the band?
Well, I don't know, it's more like we try to do as much as we can together, but lately with the member changes and stuff, in the end I wrote most of the material, but we try to, I mean, everybody does his share, so, and we just try to work together as much as possible, because if I would be the only one writing the songs, it would be maybe a bit monotone or something, and I like to have like more influences, like for example Sam and Senna are more, and actually Nico too, are more into like heavy metal stuff, while I'm more on the thrash side. I mean, Sam too, of course, but like the stuff they write is a bit more like heavy metal style, and what I write is a bit thrash metal style, so the combination is great. I think you have like a good like midway between heavy metal and thrash metal, so it's speed metal.
Are there some special bands that mostly influenced you and others?
Actually, all the great bands from the 80s, you know, going from hard rock till thrash metal, even some death metal. Like we have like influences from everything basically. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, of course. You can't deny that. They're always there because they're the founders, you know.
Even Black Sabbath.
Yeah, definitely.
And bands like that.
You know, all the bands that created the style, which the bands in the 80s were influenced by too, of course. Like, yeah, as I said, Black Sabbath and all this stuff, you know.
But how about the nowadays metal scene? What is your opinion about the revival of old school thrash and heavy metal that seems to be going on lately? Do you think that there are some talents in the so-called retro metal scene that could be compared with, for example, Iron Maiden, Slayer, or those 80s?
Well, there are definitely talents out there. I mean, Avok played yesterday, and they did a pretty kick-ass show, you know. And then you have lots of band rising, even in our, let's say, smaller circle. But if you look at a band like Enforcer, they're doing pretty good. I mean, it's more heavy metal, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would headline a big festival in, I don't know, 10, 15 years from now. So, I think it started with the revival of thrash metal with bands like Violator from South America. You know, you had like some sort of a will to go back to the 80s somehow, but with a touch of new. And you have that in rock music as well. You know, just like you have bands like Horizont. They're more like 70s, Blue Pills. Then there's like a glam rock revival, you know, that makes you think about Motley Crue with bands like Crash Diet maybe. And we don't want to be like, you know, sound like one band. We just want to remind people of all that was good back then, you know. We don't want to just like be a copy of what's already been done. It's just like, but back then there was some sort of energy, there was some sort of enthusiasm about the heavy metal world, and that's what we try to bring back, you know.
What could you tell us about metal scene in Belgium? Is it going strong lately?
Well, in Belgium, you have a good scene. I mean, if you're talking about fans, they're amazing. They always supported us from this very start. And every time we play a show in Belgium, the place, I mean, everybody's raging, you know, it's great. As far as bands, you got some stuff like, you know, Ostrogoth. They did they reunited now, and they're doing pretty well. They're playing in the States, I think, in the future. They're going there. Well, what are the other bands? You got bands like Prematory, which is a thrash metal band from our region. You got Oracle, which is a heavy metal band. They're pretty good too. You used to have Evil Shepherd, which was more like Destruction, but they split up like half a year ago, which is too bad, I guess. You got some death metal stuff like
Slaughter Messiah.
Yeah, Slaughter Messiah is like black thrash band. It's pretty cool.
Is there a big audience that support the classic metal that like you play?
Yeah, lately actually. First you had like a real big thrash revival, and now it's more, the scene is a bit more based on the heavy metal, but like for us, like we're right in between, so it's perfect for us, you know.
Yeah.
We came at the right time. So.
Adrenaline rushes, I tremble and shake. With this a nightmare, I live awake. My mind's going crazy, how long will this take? Feels like forever, give me a break.
Is it possible to make a living from music and touring for a band like Evil Invaders?
Well, right now, no. But we're doing our best, and we'll see where it happens. What happens in the future? You know, we're gonna do our best. I mean, we sacrifice basically everything for this band because it's our life, and it's all about the music to me.
And the free beer.
And the free beers, yeah, and the parties, of course. We're having a great time touring. Of course, it's hard to combine it with jobs. Like Senna, the drummer, he will be fired pretty soon, probably, because we're touring too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can't afford a job. Like each time I try, you know, I'm imagining myself in an interview, and it's like, yeah, I'd definitely do your job, but can I have like half of the year off because I have a band and we got to go on tour, you know? So I can't get a job. So this is my job.
You mentioned beer. Is that the source for inspiration?
Not only, partially, that's fun. Frees the mind a bit.
You have mentioned that you are working for the full-length album fest.
Yeah, that's right.
So what more could you tell about how is that gonna sound, and when can we expect to see
there will be a lot of variation, like from heavy metal and thrashy, and some songs right in the middle, like speed metal. So I think there will be, yeah, a lot of variation, as I said, and a lot of aggression to it too, like heavy metal with like a filthy edge to it, you know. So yeah, I think the quality of the songs will be better than the ones on the EP.
And you can expect it by beginning of next year.
Okay.
The release.
So we'll be waiting for that album. And
okay, cool.
Yeah, so thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Good luck in your job. Okay. Classic Rock FM, and our radio program that is called, it's in Lithuanian, Perkūno namai.
Wow.
So if you would be able to...
Perkūno namai?
Yeah, Perkūno namai.
Perkūno namai. Namai. Namai.